What up, it's your boy Dvrth again with another video, and today we're here with To Your Eternity Season 2, Episode 14. Last episode was uh very inspirational. It boded well for our team. I'll say. Fushi finally giving up the ghost, showing people who he really is, and it seems that since Fushi has done in kind for people, are doing the same thing for him, accepting him and understanding that he is here to help. It was really heartwarming to see everybody be by his side and understand that he's here to protect them and accept that, especially since throughout the this arc, people have been not super against it, but there has been moments where people are like, what's all the racket and why is he doing, all the other stuff, like just doing people shit. So very excited to see Fushi come into his own a little bit more and continuing to do so, especially with the addition of Echo and her serving as like Fushi's surrogate daughter, and Fushi taking up the like march role for Echo, which warms my heart to no end to see that Fushi learned so much from his mother. So with all that being said, we're gonna hop straight into it. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Hunter x Hunter, no, that's not what we're watching, more To Your Eternity, or something totally different, the best place in that in, as well as my social media links going to be in the description below. And if you want these episodes early, you can subscribe to my Patreon. Links going to be in the description for that as well. The next episode should be on the channel right now, or on the Patreon right now. We also have a Discord if you want to talk more To Your Eternity or anything else that we're watching on the channel. So with all that being said, let's get our headphones, make sure they're on. Them bitches is on, and let's just get into it. All right, let's talk about it. I'm sure she got her questions, and that's understandable. Oh, okay, I didn't know that your father was still with us. Or is that your father? I mean, that might be her father. Jesus. All right, because there are people out there that are just sick. Oh man, I would, but you have life. Yeah, I think they're in very similar situations. Yeah. Shit, we been saying that. The church have been a bunch of bitches. Oh yeah, you get to see her face because she trusts you. That's what's up. That's what's up. Ain't that some shit? He got to see her face before fuck, I forget his name already. All right, good sword. Why are you here? Why are all of you here? Your wife is here, and your son. Your relic boys. Ooh, shit. This is a big bitch. I hope he's gonna be okay after this. Oh my god. Oh my lord. Yeah. Yeah, it's like bugs on your skin. That's crazy. The boys aren't bad. The girls are ugly. Bro. Oh. Complete original. Huh, cool. Poco is actually a pretty cool character. I wish we got more Poco. Ma'am, you're 5. I don't think you want Messer to find you somebody. You better not say a damn thing to... Ah. Why? I hate your insides. So sorry. Dear God. Oh, man. Why? Like as an anesthetic?
Mr. Black, 君はノッカーを操作できる。そうだろう？ならば彼らも操作して、君の姿を見せられるはず。
However many chat. Yeah, fuck. Fuck. He is the world. Yeah, he is. I don't think he does. Really? I only observe as Fushi obtains everything that I do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there it is. There it is. It just says it. Right, and what signifies the end of your life? Right, so I might as well try to get along with it. Oh! I don't know what will happen to me if I leave here. Oh, he's just scared. Yeah, he's just scared. That's why he hasn't left. Yeah. Oh no, they can communicate through emotions. So no, it's not crazy at all. The body is the source of so we disprove it. That's what. Oh. You bleed? Bitch, oh my God. Oh my God. Because that sword came from him. That's crazy. Why is Poco making this speech? Oh no, she's giving the speech to the Urel's boys. Yep. Okay. I thought she was giving the speech to like the entirety of the army. Damn it. Tell your wife goodbye. There it is. Right. Oh man. Why don't you just go out there and live, bro? Do you need a nanny? That's crazy. You know who it is. Yeah. I'm the boys for real. I didn't think I'd like y'all for real, but I fuck with y'all heavy. I fuck with y'all heavy, bro. That's actually a pretty good idea. Nando. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's what's up. Wait! What if hang on. He's just leaving bodies around. What if he fucking brings them back on accident? Oh shit, he's about to learn that he can bring them back. Okay. Let's go to my dog. Ooh, let's go to my dog, Kohaku, or Kohak, whatever his name is. That's my dog. Bro, Echo. Hold on, don't tell Echo what to do. Fuck, nigga. Hold on. About to say, hold on, watch your tone, fuck nigga. What? 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 Oh shit. Here we go, everybody. Battle stations, fuck niggas. Battle stations. Oh shit. What you watering grass for, fuck nigga? Fuck the agriculture. Oh, what form? Oh shit! They learned! Oh no! Not March. He's my nigga mom is back. My nigga got his mom back, nigga. Oh, got his mom back, nigga. Oh my god, bro. He's got his mom back, nigga. Oh my god, nigga. I don't know what to say. He had to start bringing them back sooner or later, but oh, that's so crazy. That's so fucking crazy. He got his mom back. That's so fucking insane, bro. That is so insane. That's so insane. That's so crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Where's my fucking pick? I can't find it. Whatever. Oh, it's Marcy. Oh my god. Oh, it's my dog, bro. It's my dog, bro. Oh, okay. Got March back. Oh my god. Okay, I'm elated. That's crazy. I'm so fucking happy about that. Dear God, it had to happen at some. We'll start from there, I guess. It had to happen at some point, right? Like there was no way they were gonna keep that story, that story thread just looming for too long, I guess you could say. Once it was kind of like revealed instead of just hinted at, of course but for some reason now that it's happening, it just seems so surreal to get March, because like what's gonna be the interaction, like what, like okay, let me I'm freaking out. Let me gather myself. March is back, which means that eventually the others will be back too, which is fantastic. That is wonderful. I am so happy we just got March so far, but I'm going to assume that the rest are going to come back too. I'm so happy that we got March back. Um, as I was just saying, the thing about Fushi's like newfound intelligence and his like newfound um like autonomy, like and you know everything that Fushi is now, a lot of that can be all thanks to March, right? His mother taught him everything that, or at least most things that he knows, if not everything. So getting the one person that brought him to this level of intelligence, or at least was the catalyst for this level of intelligence that he has, is wonderful. My fear though is, and as great as this is, right? And I don't want to be I don't want to be that nigga, right? I don't want to be that nigga. Because as great as this is, as wonderful as this is, my fear is that this is antithetical for what Fushi's purpose is. Because the creator, or as he calls himself, like he's just here to observe. So maybe the watcher is a better way to like label him. Whatever. Point being is that the creator, the watcher, whatever, just straight up confirms what we've all been kind of like theorizing, which is Fushi is next up in line. Fushi is to become the next creator or watcher, whatever you want to call him. And there's a couple things to say about this. First off, and we'll get back to my main point here in a second, but I just want to hit this on the head. First off is that the creator says that Fushi is a replacement. Now, as far as we know, Fushi is immortal, meaning that if Fushi's going to be a replacement, I think we've talked about this before, but I have to bring it back up. If Fushi's going to be a replacement, that would mean that the creator is also immortal because he was once Fushi. Now, why I bring this up is that if he was once Fushi, or if he was once in Fushi's like shoes, I guess you could say, that would mean that he is also immortal. So why would he go away? A couple reasons why, right? Well, two reasons that I can think of, which is one, he's not actually they're not actually immortal. I guess these two reasons are the same thing, but one, they're not actually immortal. There is a time limit on how long they live. It's just way like 1,000, 10,000, a million times, like a stupid amount of longer than what a human lives. So it's by like just respectably they are immortal, or relatively they are immortal, because they live far longer than anybody that could observe the rest of their life, right? So what he's saying is that eventually I will die. There is no like infinite pool of life that I'm drawing from in order to live forever. There's nothing like that. I will eventually die. That's why I have a successor, right? Which would totally make sense. But then that brings in my second thought, which is which, like I said, is probably the same thing, but I'll say it anyway, which is maybe their term comes to an end when the world comes to an end. And from our perspective, right, like from a human perspective, we go, well, that's not any reason to rush. That's not really like oh man, you die when the world dies. That's tough, like nobody's gonna assume that's a super short amount of time. But to somebody who is immortal, that however long it takes for the world to die, that's probably not that long, right? If you think about it in like terms of like, I don't know, like another animal that, like, say a dog, I guess you could say, a dog that only lives maybe like, usually on average dogs live about like what, 15 years if you take really good care of them. Sometimes longer, of course, but on average like 10-15 years, right? For humans, we live incredibly longer than dogs or like other animals like that, right? So to a dog, they would kind of be in the role of the human here, while we would be in the role of the creator. That to a dog, we would seem like we just live forever, like, because they can't perceive how long we live, because they die off before they see the end of our lifespan. So it's a complete possibility that maybe the creator is just like, yeah, bro, like, I die when the world dies, and that's like 2 million years from now, but god damn it, that's a long time that's not that long for me. Now the reason I bring all that up, outside of just talking about the immortal stuff and all that, is that going back to my original point, while it's cool, and I want to stress this as much as I can. If it were up to me, March would live for as long as she'd want to. For as long as she want to. But this isn't a great thing. It's good news for Fushi, not good news for the world. The reason I say this is because the creator said that deaths have meaning to Fushi's growth. If Fushi just starts bringing people back whenever they die, he learns nothing. Now, does it seem callous to be like, yeah, Fushi, you have to let those people die? Yes. Is it callous? Probably. Is it mean? Yes. You know, like, it sucks to say that, like, yeah, Fushi's just gonna have to let those people die, but it is the natural order of life. Not only is it the natural order of life, it seems like it's the natural order of Fushi. That is, as I said, letting these people live, bringing these people back, is probably antithetical to what Fushi is supposed to be, right? Which is the entire world. So if Fushi continues to bring people back, or maybe just, no, let's be real, Fushi would continue to make more friends, and then those friends would die, and then Fushi, knowing that he can bring them back, would just continue to bring people back, and it would be a never-ending cycle, because well, we don't know if the people that Fushi brings back would die as well, but even if they did, Fushi would then just keep bringing those people back as well, right? But that would not propagate the beginning of a new world, which is what I'm going to assume. The overall plan is for the creator to, die off whenever the world dies off, give the mantle over to Fushi, and Fushi then, thus Fushi becomes the new creator or watcher or whatever. But if Fushi continues to keep this world in a perpetual state of life, instead of adding death to that cycle, I couldn't tell you what happens, right? Because in all reality, we're talking about things that are far beyond the humans understanding, right? But I could tell you that it would be antithetical to what life is all about. In fact, I don't think that the people he'd bring back would be very happy. This first time around, fantastic. Oh, I'm so glad. Like let's be real, March died when she was like 5. March didn't live for real. Like she had like she did live, but she did not live as long as anybody would like her to live. So this first time around, bringing her back and everybody else, you know, that's great. That's wonderful. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. But there will come a time at some point where these people, even though you brought them back, are going to understand, Fushi, we're supposed to be dead. And I don't think we're supposed to continuously, I don't think we are meant to be immortal like you. In fact, I don't even think that you're supposed to be immortal, you know? As we see with the black thing, which is another thing to bring up is the fact that he bleeds and all that other stuff. I mean, like that whole scene was cool and all, but it really put all the cards on the table of like showing you like what exactly is going on with the Watcher, right? Like it gives you all the clues just at once, right? It shows you that he bleeds, therefore he's like Fushi because Fushi bleeds. You know, and at some point, you know, Fushi was a fucking, you know, human. He took the form of a human, therefore he bleeds. And that would make the same thing, or we would have to have the same respect for the Watcher because of that. You can also see that when he gets attacked by that sword, he just force pulls it out and crushes it without touching it. Why? Because that sword was made by the metals and materials of the very earth that the Watcher literally is. So it would be the same thing for Fushi, where once he creates it, he is the owner of it. And that, you know, it goes back to what the creator said, like in the beginning of the season, where he's like, yeah, you'll be like, your mission will be finished when you can create that sea and like know that you own it or something like that, right? I always forget that quote. But it's the same thing, right? He literally owns that sword. It's him. The sword is a part of him, therefore why would he not be able to control it or manipulate it in some way? So I mean, there was that, and then there was the very on the nose, there's a very on the nose clue of Fushi recreating the castle, and saying like how he could feel everybody around him, everything, but the further the things got away, he couldn't feel them anymore, right? And of course he could feel them, kind of like bugs crawling, like he was explaining it, kind of like bugs crawling on his skin, the same way that the creator explained how he understands where the knockers are, right? So there's that too. That was really cool. And going back to the whole thing of like them not being able to feel them the further away they get, to me is basically not Fushi, but the show, I guess, saying like he's supposed to have a further reach than what he already does. That further reach, most likely, not even like probably, most likely being the world itself. So all that makes sense. They really put their cards on the table in every way in this episode. Loved it. But we also got some stuff about the knockers, which is also pretty interesting, that they communicate through emotions. And the reason that the knocker that's in Kahaku's left arm hasn't left is pretty simple. He's scared. He's built up a lot, just being in Kahaku's left arm and his descendants. If he leaves now, he doesn't know what will happen. It's not that, and that's what I like about that conversation, is that it's not like he knew. It's not like it knew exactly like why he won't come out of his arm, right? He doesn't know exactly why he can't leave. He just knows that he's afraid to leave because if it does leave, he's not sure how much basically he doesn't know how much save data he'll lose. So he's like, no, I'm not gonna leave, I'm scared, right? And that was really cool because it's the first time, maybe not the first time, no, it's the first time we've openly heard a knocker express a feeling. Like we've seen the knockers, like I'm sure we've seen the knockers express feelings before, and as subtle as it may have been, but this is the first time we've heard them express it. So the fact that the knockers communicate through emotion makes sense why why they attacked whenever they did throughout the show. They sensed it and pulled the fuck up, and I think they did the same thing here, is that they sensed the emotions, pulled the fuck up. Now they also put on the table everything that the knockers believe in, which is that they believe, since they communicate with emotion, they see pain as a, like, of course pain is a horrible feeling. It's not fun, and the thing that creates that pain is being corporeal, right? As long as you are corporeal, as long as you have a body, you will feel pain, and that is just a given in this world. So of course they would see the body as a bad thing, right? Like you shouldn't, like, you don't need a body. You, in fact, you don't, like, you shouldn't have a body. Human, like, people, life, humans, whatever, should be free of their corporeal state. Now we've talked about it before that doesn't work, right? Like in not as a concept, but just like on a cosmic scale, I don't think that works. So, you know, not a fan of that plan. All of this aside, just a quick aside, the whole thing in the beginning with Pocoa just like walking around Rinril and finding herself a boyfriend and trying out the food and stuff like that, I really like that. I can usually tell how good a show is by how much I want the show to have a slice of life episode. And this was one of those moments where I was like, I really like, halfway through the episode I was kind of like, I wouldn't be mad at just a Pocoa slice of life episode where she runs around Rinril trying food and finding herself a boyfriend with everybody. Be like, you're 5, kid, you know, like that would have been great. As I said before in this episode, really like Pocoa. I kind of wish we got more screen time with her, and in fact, I think in this episode, after I said it, we got more screen time with her, so I can't hate. We finally see the king, who I for some reason just didn't know that he was alive. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention or anything, but did not know that he was alive at all. But it seems like he isn't for very long. He's not doing great. I do like the conversation between I was about to call him Yuki for some reason, Fushi and the king, because the king's kind of in the same situation, or the same position, I should say, as Fushi, because Fushi's asking, what should I do with people like you, people that are bedridden, you know, disabled, or, you know, just not who I'm not able to save, or people that aren't able to save themselves, right? I say that it puts both of them in a similar position, because as the king, and I think he even says this, I probably have to go back, but I don't want to waste too much time. I think the king says something like this, where he feels that sentiment, where he also like wonders about the people that he has to leave behind. and that's as a father and as a king, right? Something that was said a couple episodes ago was that was from the princess, I forget her name, that a king should care about his people, right, or something to that effect. I'm paraphrasing. And Fushi basically turning himself into the king of all kings is in a situation where he is going to have to ask himself those types of questions. What should I do with the people that can't save themselves? People like that are bedridden and stuff. Now, the answer does not matter, at least to me. The answer does not matter as much as the question being asked, because that hurt. Oh fuck. Because since Fushi is asking these questions, it gives me hope for his future. It gives me hope, but it also scares me. Reason why is that if Fushi's going to be the replacement for the creator, and that meaning that the creator was once a Fushi, I wonder what what kind of immortal he was. I guess I should say, was he as naive as Fushi, who trained him, or I guess that doesn't matter too much, but was he as naive as Fushi, or was he the same way as Fushi, or was he always this bone-chillingly cold and callous, right? My answer is no, he wasn't always like that. I think that at some point he was similar to Fushi. I don't think he was exactly like Fushi, but he was similar. And eventually, throughout the fucking years and years, the millions of years that he has probably been alive, he lost a bit of that. I guess you could say he lost a bit of that humanity. Actually, he probably lost all of his humanity, because he is simply a soul that is trying to propagate the evolution of another soul. Everything else does not matter. He's just trying to make sure that the world is recreated and preserved. Unfortunately, and this is something that we've talked about before, is that the beauty of Fushi learning about how things, people, and everything else feels, and actually getting to ingratiate himself into humanity and just life itself, is that he will have, I would hope that he would have a consciousness by the time that he's reached the level that that the creator is at, right? I would assume that at that point Fushi would understand enough, or at least had evolved enough, had gained enough experience with other people and other things and stuff like that, to where he wouldn't be so cold and callous like the creator. And in a lot of ways, maybe the creator understands that, and that's the reason why he's trying to get him to learn about people and get to know more people, get to see more places, so he can understand how to have the empathy for those things, right? Yeah, and another side of the coin is that he just doesn't give a fuck. It doesn't matter as long as you propagate life, dog. I don't care. That may also be something. But man, I am actually really, once again, with all of the negative talk in this episode, I am very excited about, I was about to say Fushi, March being back, and what that means for the rest of the group. Because of course he's going to bring everybody else back once he realizes he brought back March. He's like, well, next is Tanari, and then Gugu, and then fucking Sandal, and well, I don't think he can't bring,
He can't. I don't think he can bring back Perona. I don't think he can bring back Perona.
Perona's soul is probably already passed on because she died away from Fushi. Probably had no real reason to latch on to Fushi. Yeah, I don't think you can bring back Perona, but you can bring back pretty much everybody that was in that group, that original ghost group that he brought with him to Renril, which is cool. But I can feel the bittersweet ending happening where they just realize, yeah, we're not supposed to be alive, and or they just die of natural causes or are about to die, and they stop Fushi because they don't want to be reborn again. At that point, they may have lived a full life, and they're like, okay, cool, I can move on now, you know. I don't know. I am excited to see what happens next, because there was a bunch of mystery that has been like brought back up. Now we're kind of focusing back up. We had a couple episodes of like setup, and of course you need it because there's a huge battle going on. But now that everything's happening, people are getting brought back to life and shit. Oh, this shit's crazy. And the knockers are attacking again, which, with all the time they've had, of course, they have turned themselves into a literal weapon. They probably have assembled an army of some sort. And I use the word army very loosely. When I say army, I mean like they probably are just all weapons of some sort, or people that have turned themselves into people or something manning the weapon. Point being, they have evolved. They have evolved to the point that they're using like trebuchets and shit like that. That's a long cry away from them turning into stone Oniguma, you know. That was useful, but let's be real, you know. So yeah, great episode. Really excited to see. I think I'm more excited than ever to see what Fushi's evolution is gonna look like. Like what will Fushi learn from this battle, outside of, I can bring people back, I'm bringing all my friends back, you know. So yeah, great episode, really enjoyed that. I might have to hop right into the next one, but I'm not sure. Just really excited. So if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more To Your Eternity or something totally different, the best place to net in, as long as my social media links going to be in the description below. If you want these episodes early, links are going to be in the description for my Patreon. And we also have a Discord if you want to join that, talk more To Your Eternity or anything else that we're watching on the channel. So with all that being said, let me get my off button ready. There it is. You all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.